Hi, this is Keron Bhattacharya. I'm reading from my novel Boston Brahmin'S Widow. The characters and events in this novel are fictional. Chapter 6. My first date with Joba. Well, it's not really a date. No one with any degree of sanity, especially in Calcutta, would call a 60-year-old man taking out a 60-year-old woman, and not just any woman, but the wife of their assassinated Deputy Chief Minister, a date. The Calcutta Film Festival, in which there is no competition and no prizes, comes every November. For a fortnight, the cultural honchos of the city arrange the grand affair, showing a wide range of award-winning international films, and with them, a few local movies. In the last few days, large queues have been forming outside London, a state-sponsored cinema hall, which shows serious films all the year round, and during the festival it becomes the main hub of activities. Joba still has some influence on the authorities in London. I approach Joba for a VIP ticket or two, and it meets with an enthusiastic response. Yes, yes, she replies. I'll try to get a couple of complimentary passes for us. The opportunities to go to a movie with her makes my legs wobbly. I know I want her. I wanted her even when she was married to John, and I to Alison. I wanted her the very first time I met her in the coffee house, and that was 3 decades ago. Some passion stays alive in spite of all our efforts to throw cold water over the slow burning of the heart, and with a little encouragement, it soon becomes a conflagration. But does she share this passion? The place is cordoned off by the police. The administrators of law and order are sticklers for rules, and no one is allowed in without a legitimate entry pass. All the gates leading to London or Rabindra Sadan or the Academy of Fine Arts give out only one message: fair chance for you to join the festival if you are a passerby. To prove to the gatekeepers that I am a genuine participant is beyond my ability. As I stand there wondering whether to give Joba a call, my cell phone plays the familiar tune. Kobe, where are you? I'm standing on the road outside London. The police won't let me in. I'll come and fetch you. Soon her face appears from the other side, and I eagerly try to get through the cordon, but an officer still demands to see my entry pass. He's with me, Joba raises her voice, and the officer respectfully moves aside to let me in. Ranjan seems to be busy. I've tried to contact him without much success, Joba grumbles. Ranjan is the CEO of London. A pretty woman observes Joba and comes forward. Auntie, can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for Ranjan. He's supposed to have 2 passes for us. He isn't in his office, but I'll take you there. Please come with me. We follow her to Ranjan's office and sit in the meeting room. Someone brings tea and biscuits. Ranjan soon comes in. Sorry to have kept you waiting, he apologizes. I have 2 special guest cards for you. You can get into any show you like for the next few days. Just show the card at the gate. We enter the cinema hall and sit side by side. She makes sure that I maintain a respectable distance from her, and I abide by her rules. The film is somewhat nondescript and a disappointment. After the film, Joba seems more relaxed, and we stroll into an open-air coffee bar, the owner of which is known to her. He ushers us to a table, and we sit opposite each other. Everywhere is in a festive mood that evening. Even the sky itself proudly presents a romantic full moon which shines over us. A cool November wind is blowing, which is a pleasant experience in Calcutta as the temperature rarely falls below 15. Joba has an expensive Kashmiri shawl wrapped round her. Over the years, she has predictably aged a little and put on weight, especially after her husband's demise, perhaps seeking solace in food. The romantic moon is up in the sky. We are together and alone for the first time. Yet, I have no idea what to say to her. Sometimes you meet a woman and you think, if you ever have her, you will give her the world. Ever since I met her in the coffee house, all those years ago, with John at her side and me with Alison, I've experienced this feeling. Of course, on that occasion, I didn't want to create any suspicion in John's mind, nor did I want to upset Alison. My behavior was correct to a fault. Not even a hint of my wayward dream was obvious to anyone. But she knew it. A woman knows these things. When a man looks at a woman with desire, no matter how carefully concealed, a woman knows it. In the open-air restaurant, we are sitting opposite each other and the full moon is shining over us. Although in the legal sense, we both are free, she a widow and me a divorcee. We sit there tongue-tied. Finally, Jobba breaks the ice. John used to love this place. A few years ago, when the political climate wasn't so rough, we used to come here, just the two of us, to escape from his busy schedule. Those days are so memorable even now, as if they were only yesterday. A shock surges through me. Jobba can be so cruel and insensitive at times. The woman I'm madly in love with is still thinking of her dead husband, and I am only a substitute. Let's get up, I say to her. Let's have a stroll. Let's see what else is happening. What did you think of the film? She asks. Perhaps she has realized I'm upset. A nondescript film, I remark, although I vaguely remember the plot. All the time I was sitting next to her in London, my mind was full of Jobba. Yes, I was in two minds whether to hold her hand and at the same time fearful in case such a move might destroy our friendship and with it my dream. We stroll in the open air. Someone is addressing the assembled crowd. A young film director is telling them that the days of Satyajit Ray with a fixed and detailed script are over. For no rhyme or reason, I decide to challenge him. Anger and frustration I feel, and the fight I have to wage against my deceased friend for the love and affection of his widowed wife needs a channel, any channel, and the young film director becomes my target. I grab the microphone and attack Ritik Ghatak, the young film director's guru, and his largely unscripted film Titas, and describe it as boring. The crowd starts booing me. Jobba pulls my hand. Let's go, she says. I have to get back soon. Let's see whether Abdul is waiting for us in the car park. Abdul is our chauffeur. I feel a lot better after that contretemps with the young film director, because Jobba now seems more affectionate. Perhaps she feels sorry for my inadequacy. Thank you.